The chapter 16 begins with Chansu smiling as he stares at the tiny cat sitting. Its fur glows softly, and the way it tilts its head makes it almost too cute to handle. So that cat, what could its identity be? He leans closer, whispering, "It's so cute." But the moment is shattered when a Rohan answers beside him. It's one of the 7 calamities territorial predators. Chansu freezes. The sickle in his hand slips and falls to the ground. All the color drains from his face. What? A calamity? He immediately hides behind Rohan, trembling. Are we going to be okay? Rohan doesn't even look back. It'll be fine. If it had any hostility, we'd already be in trouble. Chansu peeks from behind him, still shaking. What if it has bad intentions? If it did, Rohan replies casually, it would devour our territorial rights. Chansu's eyes widen. What? His thoughts spiral out of control. Why would it eat territorial rights? Is that even something you can eat? He quickly pulls open his system window. A neat message glows in the air. Safety of territorial rights. After confirming it, he sighs in relief. At least it hasn't eaten anything yet. If it's not after my claim, then why did it come here? Rohan, munching on an emperor apple like it's nothing special, answers simply, to eat catnip. Chansu blinks and turns toward the tiny predator. Huh? But it's not even a real cat. Then he notices something near his right side. A patch of catnip flowers, wilted and shrunken. Wait. Huh? It actually shrank. No way. Chansu raises his hand and activates his skill. Blessing of abundance. A soft glow spreads across the ground. The wilted flowers rise back to life, blooming in an instant. The moment they do, the little calamity's eyes sparkle. It trots toward Chansu and sits right in front of him, tail flicking. Is it telling me to touch it? He hesitantly reaches out and pats its head. The sensation surprises him. It feels totally different from touching Hamdall. Big and smooth. But then a dangerous thought pricks his mind. I shouldn't be fooled by its cuteness. It's a calamity, after all. It must have a terrifying true form too. He clears his throat and speaks seriously to the cat. If you protect this block, I'll give you all the catnip you want. Deal. The creature blinks once and lets out a soft meow. Chansu turns to Rohan. Looks like we'll be living together for a while. What should I call it? Territorial predator is too long, Rohan says, thinking. Let's shorten it to Yangshik. The cat's expression immediately darkens. It glares at Rohan and growls, an unmistakable threat. Chansu's sweat drops. Whoa, how about night sky? The creature pauses, then quietly sits down, tail swishing in approval. Is it asking me to explain the name? Chansu wonders, watching its calm posture. More human-like than some people, he mutters under his breath. Then he gives the explanation it's waiting for. Your fur is as beautiful as the starry night sky, and your eyes remind me of the bright moon. How's that? A soft meow comes back, clearly meaning yes. Chansu beams. Looks like it worked out well, right? In contrast, Rohan's face falls into disappointment. Yeah, but honestly, what's wrong with Yangshik? Chansu looks at Rohan with disbelief, narrowing his eyes. You really meant that, huh? Before the silence settles, a glowing system window flashes open in front of him. You have won the war. As a victory privilege, a compensation of 1 billion has been granted. Chansu freezes. 1 billion? Rohan. The compensation is 1 billion. But before he can celebrate, the window abruptly disappears. Another message replaces it. The negation has requested negotiations. Until negotiations are over, the loser will be retained as a prisoner. Chansu's excitement dies instantly. What? My billion. Give it back. His scream echoes only in his head. Night settles. Everyone is resting. The goddess, still in her tiny plant form, sleeps soundly, alongside Doji, Hamdall, and the Ari curled up in a warm pile. Chansu sits, arms resting on his knees, speaking softly to the goddess even though she appears to be asleep. When I first got dispatched here, I was scared. I didn't know what was going to happen. But because of you, I've actually enjoyed my time. His voice trembles a little. Today, I saw my parents. It was just an illusion, a curse, but still, it made me happy. I guess I missed them more than I thought. He takes a breath and clenches his fists. So I made up my mind. His eyes shine with determination. I'll make abundance the greatest power in this world. And I'll help you reclaim your original form. A gentle smile spreads across his face. I promise. The goddess stays perfectly still, but tiny tears slip from her closed eyes, sparkling like dew under the moonlight. Morning arrives. Chance sits at the table with a full spread of food, potatoes, fries, burgers, pizza, everything. Across from him, Rohan eats an apple. Just an apple. Chansu slams his hands on the table. Rohan, are you seriously doing this? How can you live on apples? Rohan doesn't react. He just keeps chewing. Chansu points at the feast in frustration. Don't you know about protein, fat, carbs? A balanced diet is essential. Before he can finish, Rohan jumps up, taking his apple with him, and sprints away like someone is trying to rob him. I'm not trying to steal it. Chansu shouts. But Rohan refuses to listen. Chansu sighs loudly. There are so many tasty things here. He looks at the goddess, Doji, Hamdal, and the Ari, happily munching away. Then he glares back at Rohan. But you won't even consider eating anything except apples. He rubs the back of his head, defeated. Oh dear. Rohan hesitates for a moment, then quietly returns and holds out a single slice of emperor apple. Just one slice. No more. Chansu looks offended. I'm not doing this because I want to eat it, okay? I'm the one who grows them. He stands up abruptly, muttering under his breath. Whatever. Why am I even worrying about him? He's a sword master. He'll take care of himself. He turns to his summons, Doji, the Carry, and Hamdal. You all enjoyed your meal, didn't you? Chansu kneels in front of the goddess, smiling gently. You too had a good meal, right? Silence. Doji freezes. Hamdal's cheeks puff out. Even the goddess stiffens. Chansu blinks, confused. Rohan still doesn't know the goddess's true identity. So maybe she'll forgive me for being a bit casual? The goddess is so stunned by his casual tone that she almost forgets to breathe. Suddenly, Ari flaps her wings furiously and chirps angrily. Chirp. How dare you speak informally to the goddess? Chirp. Just because you've been earning points well. You think you can act up now? Chansu sighs internally. I'll explain later. On the other side of the room, Rohan sips freshly made apple juice. Doji adjusts a pair of tiny glasses on his nose and speaks in a deep, serious voice. Oink. Wait a second. Maybe the apostle is doing it on purpose. Ari turns to him. Chirp. What are you talking about? And where did those glasses even come from? Doji pushes them up his snout. Oink. You're so dim. That swordsman doesn't even know who the goddess is. Oink. But the apostle speaks to her so casually. Isn't that digging his own grave? Ari grabs Doji by the chest feathers and tilts him upward. Chirp. Try making that mocking voice one more time. The glasses fall off. Doji immediately switches personalities. Oink. I want to eat an apple. Ari hands him the glasses again. Doji clears his throat. Oink. Could you let go of me and speak like a gentleman? Ari rips the glasses off again. Doji, oink. Apple. Ari, completely done with the nonsense, smashes the glasses on the floor. Chansu pretends not to see any of this. Shall we get going now? The goddess gasps softly, a tiny breath of shock. As if she has something she desperately wants to say. A teardrop falls from her eye. Chansu turns toward Rohan instead. Ms. Hei Sujin will be here soon. Then he turns back to the goddess. Keep the house safe, okay? The goddess tries to speak, but nothing comes out. Chansu tilts his head. Goddess? I didn't tell her about the war because I didn't want her to worry, but she must have known anyway. The skull must have transmitted everything. He gently pats her tiny head. I'll be right back. Can you wait for me? Rohan coughs lightly from behind. I have something to tell you. Chansu looks at him. What is it? Rohan's voice grows serious. The flow of time, in each world, is different. Even between Earth and here, time moves differently. He pauses. So don't rush too much. Chansu lowers his eyes, a soft smile forming. Thank you. Always. He straightens up. All right then, shall we really go now? He turns to leave, but not before glancing back one last time. The goddess is crying. Ari stands with her, while Doji lie knocked out on the floor from Ari's earlier rage. Chansu laughs gently. Hamdal, you're coming with us, right? He reaches into his bag and pulls out something shiny. You think I bought this for nothing? Hamdal's eyes widen with excitement. Chansu proudly reveals the item. Want to be with your pet hamster anytime, anywhere? No need to worry anymore. With this hamster carrier, you can travel together everywhere. Hamdal immediately climbs inside, thrilled. Chansu turns to Rohan with a grin. All right, then shall we go? He takes a deep breath. eyes shining with determination. Time to expand our territory. And with that, Chapter 16 of Abundance Goddess comes to a warm, funny, and emotional end. From Chance's quiet promise to the goddess, to the chaos of Doji and Ari fighting over glasses, to the first steps toward expanding their territory. This world is only getting bigger, brighter, and more chaotic in the best way possible. And the journey doesn't stop here. Chapter 17 of this manhwa is already out, so make sure you watch that as well, because things start getting even crazier, even funnier, and a whole lot more heartfelt. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next chapter.